What's quacking, Patriots? I'm Zach.
And I'm Megan, and welcome back to another episode of Oatv.
Let's get right into the news. Israel has increased its airstrikes on the Gaza Strip. It has also sealed it off from food, fuel, and other supplies Monday in retaliation of an incursion by Hamas militants. Hamas' response has escalated conflict with pledges to execute captured Israelis, with airstrikes continue to put citizens at risk. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announced that he will be dropping out of the Democratic primary race and continuing as an independent. Marianne Williamson now remains the only notable opponent against the current President Biden in the Democratic primaries.
Following a dinner in New York City on Thursday, model Gigi Hadid and Guardians of Galaxy star Bradley Cooper were spotted once more driving together around in the city. Drake's highly anticipated album For All the Dogs released last Friday with mixed reviews. It's projected to debut at #1 on Billboard with 400,000 units. The project features verses from 21 Savage and J. Cole, and as well as rising stars such as Izzo Touchdown, Sexy Red, and Yeet, and a verse from his own son Adonis. And that's it for today's news.
And now, Always Spiritus would like to introduce you to the editors-in-chief for the 2023 to 2024 yearbook.
Hello everyone, I'm part of the marketing team from Always Spiritus, our yearbook committee, and let's go meet some of our co-editors for this year.
Hi, I'm Eli.
Hi, I'm Andy,
And I'm Kyla.
and we're your co-EICs for this year.
This week, the Filipino Club will be celebrating Filipino Heritage Month during lunch with fun activities such as tinkling dance, sipa competition, cultural relief presentation, lumpia food sampling, and parole making. Come out to the quad and participate and celebrate this week with TFC.
In light of Red Ribbon Week, from October 23rd to 31st, we would like to provide some brief history. Red Ribbon Week is America's oldest and largest drug prevention awareness campaign, sparking after the death of DEA agent Enrique Camarena. He was killed in 1985 by drug traffickers in Mexico for almost exposing a multi-billion-dollar distribution, including cocaine, heroin, and marijuana.
To honor his sacrifice, local celebrations began in his home state, California, and in 1988, National Family Partnership started the first National Red Ribbon Week. The tradition of wearing red ribbons was started by his high school friend Henry Lozano and Congressman Duncan Hunter. Over the next few weeks, OATV will be informing our community of prevalent substance abuse in Orange County. Today, let's watch this informational PSA about the dangers of fentanyl.
Opioids are a class of drugs, often forms of painkillers, derived from and mimicking natural substances that affect your opioid receptors, which regulate your pain and emotions, but also addiction, making opioids highly addictive. One type of opioid is fentanyl. Pharmaceutical fentanyl is a potent painkiller prescribed for severe pain, mainly for adult cancer patients, taken in the form of transdermal patches and lozenges. In its raw form, a fentanyl dose equivalent to just 4 to 5 grains of salt is lethal to the human body, which is why it is important to closely follow the prescribed instructions, and do not take more than the recommended dosage to compensate for a missed dosage. Street fentanyl is chemically produced into pills and often mixed with other counterfeit pills to look like both over-the-counter and prescription pills. Not only that, but this type of fentanyl can be 100 times more potent than the medications, making it that much more lethal and addictive. In most cases, opioids like fentanyl are not prescribed unless completely necessary or requested for the comfort of the patient, but it's important to note the effects on the body and signs of addiction. As a depressant, opioids slow the respiratory system, including heart rate, and as they influence the opioid receptors, the pain relief may come with confusion or drowsiness. Signs of addiction come in what is best described as an itch, wanting to look for the exact thing that'll scratch it. You look forward to the next dose, you're compelled with the need to use it, and in essence, there's less control that could eventually lead to you wanting to take more than your dosage at once or take your dosage more often. And we know how that can end. In times of an opioid overdose, the easiest solution is Narcan, which reverses the opioid's effects on the receptors and can be found over the counter. Even if this doesn't apply to you now, it's likely you may be given the choice of opioids in the future, in both street and pharmaceutical form. If not that, then it's even more likely a loved one of yours will experience this choice and be responsible for the prescription and the consequences that may come without the right knowledge. Prescription drugs are complicated, especially painkillers, so even if you may not be able to say no to this drug, at least now you know how to use it.
It feels so weird not having school on Monday. It makes Tuesdays feels like even worse.
Well, here's something that'll brighten up your Tuesday. It's Kai and Cam on Sportscast.
Jake Paul.
Hey, Gucci.
Yeah. Welcome back, Patriots. This is Cam.
And this is Kai. And cheers to another OA Sportscast coming right at you.
We hope you had a great 3-day weekend. And for those of you who went to fall ball, I know you guys had a great time. Congrats on making it through the first quarter of the year. Now let's get straight into the news.
This past week for the recap was amazing. What can I say? With girls tennis 18-0 against Artesia, never dropping a point until the end and going 10-8 against Cerritos. Our girls volleyball swept 3-0 for both games last week on Whitney and John Glenn, and it was all light work, no reaction for our ladies.
For the week, we have games stacked on top of games. Yesterday, girls golf played Cerritos at Lakewood. Today, we have girls volleyball with Artesia at home, and it's their senior night. Tennis with Pioneer at home, and cross with their League Cluster 2 meet at Whitney. Tomorrow, girls golf will be playing Pioneer at the Whittier Narrows Golf Course. And last but not least for the week is girls tennis away with John Glenn and cross country at Oak Canyon for OC champs.
If you guys missed our fall sports hype videos, don't worry. Feel free to check your emails for the first 2 videos, and now more hype videos.
Stop playing with him, Riot.
All of the Barbies is pretty. All of the Barbies is bad. It girls. And we playing tag. Rad. But he me when I get bad. I'm in LA, Rodeo Drive. I'm in New York, Madison Ave. I'm a Barbie girl. Pink Barbie dream house. I'm in yellow in the screen house. We got money, but we ain't lending out. We got bars, but we ain't belling out. In that pink Ferrari, we pillin' out. I told Tay, bring the Bob Dylan out. The poop so cold, we just chillin' out. Baby yelling, yet yelling out. It's
Pink felt like I'm ready to bend.
I'm a 10, so I pull in a Ken.
Like Jazzy, Stacy, Nikki. All of the Barbies is pretty.
All of the Barbies is bad. It girls. And we ain't playing tag.
Bobby ain't nothing to play about. He wanna play in the playhouse. What they gon' say now? I'm watching these bitches, I'm rubbing a stain out. Like I'm ready to bend. All the fake Barbies just wanna pretend. Like, hold on, let me go find me a pen. Look where it led.
Jake Paul.
Hey, Gucci.
Yeah.
Want to show them how we do it? Alright. Hey, yo, Sleep, you ready?
It's every day, bro. That Disney Channel flow. Every day I feel my life, double the views of any show. Nickelodeon hit me up, and I said no. And FedEx hit me up, they bout to ship my Lambo. And I'm 20 years old, and the haters always fold. And the ice on me gold. And in 1997, no new legend was Bo. Now Jakey shooting haters down. Call me Jason Bo. Got big Gucci on the flow. Burr, burr, burr. Cold like the snow. Mention chopping nuns and low. They said Jake Paul is over, sold 12,000 at the show. It's a Gucci mink coat. It's a yacht for the boat. Private just to Ohio. So the kids that talk can see my life a TV show. And it's every day, bro. And y'all know the house cost 7. And y'all know mine just ain't rented. And I be in the
That's all for today, Patriots. Make sure to follow OA_athletics on Instagram to see weekly updates. Also, if you submit highlights of our wonderful athletes, they may get a feature. Catch us next time on
OA Sportscast.
Thank you to Kai and Cam.
Hey Megan, what is this I've been hearing about a Unity Day?
That's a really good question, Zach. Unity Day falls on October 18th, and it is a key day of National Bullying Prevention Month. To show support, we wear orange.
It's going to be next Wednesday, so start looking for your orange clothes.
Lastly, let's wish Dr. Hine, Miss Martinez, and Mr. Pham a happy birthday. 5, 6, 7, 8. Happy birthday for Oatv to you. Happy birthday so we can party too. Hey! And that's all we have for today, Patriots. Signing off, this is Megan.
And Zach.
See you next time on OATV.